Hello, friend, and welcome to the 10-Minute Mind Shift Podcast. I'm your host, Janet Cagle, certified life coach, business strategist, and lover of all things related to up-leveling my life and yours. My goal is to help you experience a mind shift that gets you one step closer to your goals, whatever they are. My goal is not to keep you wrapped up in self-help all day, just 10 minutes. And who doesn't have 10 minutes, right? Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the 10-Minute Mind Shift Podcast. I love that you love this podcast so much. Thank you for your reviews and your comments and the stars, all the things. It actually has us moving up the new and noteworthy very fast, so I appreciate that from all of you. Keep the love coming. If you have a second, just hit a star or leave me a review, and that is how we move up the ranks. All right, so this is episode 5, and it's part 3 of the Create More Time series that I started 2 weeks ago. So for sure, you will want to start there on episode 3 and 4, and then hop right back over here to episode 5. So we have taken some steps towards creating more time by stopping the thoughts that we don't have time, and by deciding what we are spending our time on doing and if it adds value to our life. So in this episode, we're going to step a little bit away from the mindset and into the technical and answer the question, how can I get more time? So if you're like me, you have a running list of things that you would like to get done, and it's running in your head. You have a list of things that you would like to accomplish. And there, my friend, is the first problem. It's in your head. So if you want to get more done and create and expand more time, the first step is to get it all out of your head and on to paper. Now I know that idea isn't new or revolutionary, but I'm going to explain exactly why this is important and then describe exactly what you need to do with your list. When you have your running list in your head, you can't manage it. Your brain is a processor, and it keeps all of these lists and things to do running in the back of your mind like an application. It takes up space and energy, and it slows you down, just like how your phone or your PC slows down or starts to buffer when there are too many apps running in the background. Same thing. So the first step is to get it all out of your head, and then you begin to organize it. Put the to-dos through the value test. Decide if the to-do has value, and then decide if you will delegate it or if you will do it yourself. And then finally, decide how you feel about the task. If that sounds Greek, go back to episode 3 and 4 and then come right back here. Once you have all of that accomplished, I want you to pick a date and a block of time on your calendar and plug that task or thing to do right into your schedule. Then throw that to-do list away. I do this at the beginning of every week. I call this Power Hour 1. It doesn't take an hour to do this, but it is the most powerful time of my week. I used to just keep a list of to-dos on a piece of paper, but until I started plugging it into my calendar, I still felt like I had so much to do and no time to do it. When I started using this process, my brain got a visual of 2 things. Number 1, lots of my to-dos didn't take as much time as I originally thought they would. And number 2, I have enough time left over. Here is the beautiful part. You get to decide what you want to get done, and you get to decide how long something takes. I use this process for everything. Work, business stuff, my hobbies. I block out free time, travel time to see the grandkids, all the things. Now, I have a planner that I will put in the show notes, but you can literally do this in a notebook. I list out the time in blocks of 30 minutes, and I start from wake up to lights out. So for example, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. I look at my list of things that I want to get done for the week, and I plug them into a time slot on my calendar. The to-do list is now a to-done list. I know that it is as good as done. When that day and time comes, I do exactly what my calendar says that I said I was going to do. Now, here is where the mindset comes back into play. Your brain is going to try to talk you out of it, even if it's something that you love to do. Your brain is always going to throw you thought errors. A thought error is a thought that is out of alignment with the goal that you want to create. It's going to tell you that you don't want to run the vacuum, that you should dust. They're both on your schedule, so what's the harm, right? Here is why it matters. We want to start causing the effect in our lives. We want to tell our brains what we are going to do. We want to start having integrity with our word and to ourselves. That is what is going to uplevel your trust with yourself, and that is what's going to uplevel your results. It's going to put you in charge. One thing that I've noticed is that even when it's something that I love to do, like ride my horse Dutch, my brain tells me that I have something else that I should be doing. And it says, let's just ride tomorrow. Take the day off. One day won't matter. What's the big deal? No one will know or care, right? It matters, people. You are developing the skill of honoring your time. It is a literal game changer. Here's the thing. We are going to fill up our day with things. Time is going to pass regardless of how we manage it. What do you want to show for its passing? What do you want to have experienced? What do you want to have created, invited, attracted, or accomplished in your life? One of the biggest reasons that I hear people say for why they don't chase their dreams is because they believe that they don't have the time. Here is why. Time is managing you unless you are managing your time. Your brain is managing you and your time. You are living at the effect of what your brain wants you to do, and it's being managed from the primal part of the brain, the part of the brain that only understands immediate gratification and does not have your highest and best self in mind. It's time to flip the script and change the plot, my friends. From your prefrontal cortex, decide what you want to get done this week and where will you schedule your free time, your mommy time, your relationship time, your re-energizing time, learning and development time, work time, and even use this method for things that you want to get done at work. One of the questions that I get is, how do I know how long something will take if I've never done it before or I've never timed it? And my answer is guess. Give it your best guess and then just adjust it from there. Listen, this isn't about being perfect or rigid. It's more about doing what you say you're going to do at the time that you say you're going to do it. So if you blocked 30 minutes and it took an hour because you didn't know, no harm. But if you blocked 30 minutes and then decided you didn't feel like it, or something better came along and you said yes to that, that's where the wheels fall off the wagon. That's where we lose integrity with ourselves and our word. You won't be perfect at this in the beginning, but try to get a little bit better every week and see if you don't start creating more time and start getting more done. The last part of this is to debrief with yourself at the end of the week. I call it hour done. Your brain loves accomplishment. Reflect on what worked well and what you got done. What are you most proud of? How did you grow? Then reflect on what didn't work and what can you do better next week. And then just do better next week. Over time, this will be easy. It will be a no-brainer. Hour 1 and hour done will be like brushing your teeth. Over time, if you keep using this process, you will grow in confidence that you will get all the things done that you wanted to get done and that you will have more than enough time, my friend. More than enough. That's a wrap of the 10-Minute Mind Shift podcast. I hope that you were able to experience your own mind shift today. Listen, if you're ready to take this work to the next level, I highly recommend Life by Design Academy. It's my one-on-one coaching program that offers you a transformation at the speed of life.